Hi guys, it's BellaGemaNails and today I'm going to show you how to make this exquisite neon nail set. I'm also going to be hosting a giveaway for the double dip nail kit. If you want to learn how to make this or if you want to learn how to enter to win, just keep on watching. So first it says that it's made in the USA and it also says that it's made with organic ingredients, so that's a plus. Let's take a look at what we got. So I have a little thank you card and it basically says that I received 2 nail kits, one for testing and one for giveaway, and it includes 6 essential liquid kits, 6 dipping powders, an extra base powder, a replacement bag, and puffy brush. And my followers can receive 20% off with discount code BELLA20. So I'll post all links down below if you want to take advantage of that discount code. I'm not getting paid to say anything that I'm going to say, and I'm not getting paid from this code. It's simply for your added benefit. So this is what you get in the giveaway box, and this is a PR kit. So the kits that you find online will not contain the combination of items that I'll be showing you here, but I am going to go through each one. You get a fluffy brush so you could dust your dipping powder. You get a base dip powder. And these are the colors, your dipping colors. And the first one is Charlie's Angel. And these are all in a size 0.5 ounces. And this is a white. I did ask them to send me a white, and it is a very pretty white. You get a fluorescent orange. I really wanted the fluorescent collection, so that's what they sent me. And it is incredibly bright. This color is called Orange Blush. And it kind of washes out on camera, but it is incredibly bright. This one is stunning. It is in Summer Pink, and it is a very fluorescent pink, and I love this color. Now, my favorite color from the collection is this neon yellow, and this one is called Positive Tone. And this one looks true to its color, even on camera. Then we have this one is gorgeous. It's champagne gold, and there's like specks of glitter or shimmer in it, and it is just stunning. And last, but certainly not least, is this pale pink, and it's a baby doll pink, and this is called Fairy Cotton. In the collection, you'll also get some extra brushes in case yours harden. You'll get a file and you'll get a buffer. You'll also get a wooden stick to push your cuticles back. Now, you'll also be receiving the dip bond, and this is to dehydrate your nail or prepare it for the dipping solution. That's when you're going to use natural nails to use the dipping powders. The second one is your dip base. This is what you'll add to your nails before you actually dip them in the colored powders. And the third one is your activator. So once you've already added your layers of color, you're going to add the hardener. This is the activator. After you've added the colors, you're going to add this is the fourth step, and it's your dip top coat. And this is very glossy. This is your brush cleaner, and in case you want to clean your brushes, which I recommend you do so that they don't harden. And this last and final one is your cuticle oil, which I think is a nice touch. Now, you do get instructions, and you can follow these. They're pretty accurate. I've already attempted to do one nail so I could see how well it works, and I must say I am impressed. Okay, so this is the dip kit that you will all be receiving in the giveaway. And there's a nice thank you little letter here addressed to the winner. And you're going to be receiving the same colors that I received and all the same items as well. I won't be touching them so that I could just ship it off to the winner. So I've already tried the kit, and I chose the fluorescent yellow, and I combined it with some turquoise charms and some embellishments. I have a pretty Swarovski blue-green here, and then some crystal ABs in the center, and it just really makes this design and this color pop. So I used 3 coats of the yellow, and you can see it is a beautiful nail, and this is on a standard press-on. To clarify, guys, I don't know if this is yellow or fluorescent green. I'm slightly colorblind, so to me, I think it's yellow, but I'm being told it may be green. So you guys can decide. It's that bright fluorescent electric green yellow, and it's to me yellow, but you guys can decide. Okay, so I'm going to use a combination of colors. I'll do most this fluorescent green, yellow, and then the ring fingers will be the pink fluorescent. So I have already selected the sizes I'm going to be using for my nails. And if you're going to be using this kit on natural nails, make sure you cut them, push back your cuticles or trim your cuticles, buff your nails, and make sure you remove any oils with alcohol or a dehydrator so that you're ready to use your dipping powders. I'm going to be using the same method, except I'm going to be doing this on press-ons. I haven't seen anyone do it. They might have. I didn't really search. I'm going to do it the way I would do it and the way that I think is best for me. I don't like putting anything on my nail beds other than press-on nails. So I'm going to be treating these as if they're my natural nails. I've selected the sizes for the nails, and I'm going to be using press-ons as well as these nail props. I'm also going to be using my pencil method, and I'm going to be using these adhesive, removal adhesive tacky bits so that I can add them to the pencil so I can go into the dipping powder. The first thing you're going to do is file the nail. You can use a drill bit, but I feel I have more control with a handheld file, and I don't want to thin out the nail too much. I just want to rough it up, and this works perfectly. You want to make sure to get into the edges as well so that you can evenly coat with the dipping powder. You want to make sure you don't have any lotion on your hands as well so that you don't add any grease or oil to the top of the nail. My least favorite part of designing nails is the filing process. So I file the nail one side at a time, and I move in one direction instead of sawing it back and forth. And this works pretty well, and you could see I am going to be removing all the shine from the top of the nail. Okay guys, so you can actually adhere the nail and then press it into the dipping powder and it'll work that way, except I like dipping it at a 45-degree angle this way so that I can get the entire free edge of the nail. Whereas if I already had it glued and I dip it, you have more chances of getting goopy on the edges of your cuticle and having extra powder accumulate, which looks sloppy. So it's a matter of preference. I like doing it this way. So the actual directions don't say anything about the dip bond, but the dip bond is what's used on your actual nail bed to make sure to prep it for the dipping powder so it sticks a lot better. I am not doing it on my real nails, but I'm still going to be using it on the artificial nail. At this point, make sure you put your goggles and your mask. What I like about the system is that it's all numbered, so it's easy to follow. The next step is your dip base, and we're going to put a layer of the dip base and dip it into the dip powder. It says to avoid the tip of this area here. Don't apply too much product. But with fluorescent colors, you can see the gaps. So try to get as close, but make it as thin as possible. Leave for about 3 seconds. You wait 30 seconds, and then you brush the excess powder. Now this is used to fill ridges and gaps in the nail, and since I went pretty hard with the filing, I want to make sure I have an even layer. You can skip this step as well. Now we're going to apply a coat on the entire base of the nail, and then we're going to dip it into the colored powder. Leave for about 3 seconds. Wait about 30 seconds before you dust off the top excess powder. We didn't get any color deposit here, but that's okay. We're going to go back again. So now we're going to do the second layer. After you've waited 30 seconds, dust off. And it looks like an even and beautiful application. I'm going to do one more coat for the thumb. You want to make sure that fluorescent colors are not transparent. You want to make sure you get all the nail, even the free edge. Just don't get any on the bottom of the nail. So after my third coat, what I'm doing now is I'm going to be adding my activator. This is going to harden the nail. So you apply a coat and you leave it on the surface for about 30 seconds. While this dries, I'm going to be cleaning my brush. This does not smell pleasant, but I wouldn't expect it to. So I have filed the nail, and now it wants me to apply the activator once again and let it dry, and then wash the nail and dry it. So I'm not washing it with soap, I'm just rinsing it with water so I make sure I get rid of all the extra dust. I'm gonna let this dry for 30 seconds. I'm gonna use my brush cleaner once again. I'll be honest, so far, I'm actually really impressed with how it's working. It's been effortless. I haven't really had to work hard at all. You know what I really love about this? That usually when you get a press-on nail, they're so flimsy and thin, you can bend them easily. Once you add the dipping system, it really just changes the whole composition of the nail because it's thick. So I'm gonna go wash it with water. So I rinsed my hands with water, and I have also rinsed the nail and I dried it. And now we're going to add the dip top, and this top coat is very shiny. See how easy I could get to the free edge? I love that. Let it dry for about a minute and a half is what I did last time. So depending on how thick you put the layer of the top coat, I'd recommend letting it dry for about 3 to 5 minutes just to be safe before you add the second layer. And then after the second layer, let it dry for another 3 to 5 minutes just to be completely safe. It says 1 minute, but I like to just wait longer. So while this is drying, I'm going to do the other nails in fast forward. You will already know how to do the nail set since I've shown you how to do it with that one nail. So just wait and stay tuned to see how I'm going to decorate it, and then I'll let you know how to enter the giveaway. You're supposed to dip the brushes in here, but mine are really not stiff, so I just need a little cleaning. I don't need to dip them for 5 minutes, but you can if they get hard. So the pink one is not as saturated in color as the yellow, so this one you might have to put more coats, or just be very careful when distributing the dip base, and when you dip it, make sure everything is just even so that you don't have an issue with the color. All right, guys, so I am taking my gel glue. This is from Kiss. This is a glue that I really love to use, and it adheres really well with acrylic. You can probably use gel as well, but I rather use the gel glue. You have a little leeway to add your charms, but it does adhere fast. So this is the design that we're going with, and you can see how beautiful that is with the turquoise and the rhinestones. Now I would suggest to either add gel to the edges just to make sure you secure the rhinestones, or you can even add a little bit of the dip top with a thin brush on the outside and edges of the stones. You want to give it a more natural look, thin out the base where you press up against the nail so that it just has a seamless look. You can see how glossy this is, fully dry. Okay guys, let them air dry for about 4 to 5 minutes. It says to leave it air dry for 30 to 60 seconds, but I prefer leaving them for 5 minutes since I'm going to be adding charms. In case you're wondering, these are 20 SS stones, and these Swarovskis are 9 SS. I'll post all links down below to where I got my gems. When this adhesive is no longer sticky, just knead it and then find another little spot that is sticky and reuse it. How beautiful and glossy they are. You press them and no fingerprints. Now it's so much easier to design when your nails are not on your fingers. Like, it's so much better because your stones will come out more even. I recommend designing on the press-ons before you apply them. Look at these beauties. For this side, we're going to keep the same theme. We're just going to change the turquoise colors. Still using the AB crystals because that'll make the pink pop. So for this side, I'm going to be using a pink and green for the fluorescent pink nail. Now I'm going to let the glue dry for about 30 minutes and they will be complete. So this is what they look like on. I just put them on with little nail tab adhesives so I can remove them. I'm not ready to glue them on just yet, but you can see how beautiful they are. The color saturation doesn't come through on camera. This is natural lighting, but they're still bright. They're just not as bright as if you were to see them in person. They are stunning. And then the contrast with the turquoise against that like yellow green color, it just makes the nail have like a bluish hue and it just pops so much. The ring finger, forget about it. I mean, it's just beautiful. Remember, I'm posting all links down below. All right, so for the giveaway, I just want you to share with me what your goal is from now until the end of 2020. You don't have to wait until New Year's to start manifesting your goals. I'll share my goal. My goal is to do more free promotion for businesses. And I started months ago doing a business feature highlight on my Instagram every Monday. I added a highlight that says free promo, and then I promote different businesses throughout that day, every Monday. So if you have a legitimate business and you want me to give you a business shout out, please make sure you tag me or DM me and I will do that for you. I also want to be doing more reviews and bring more traction to businesses via my YouTube channel. So if you have product and a business that you want me to review, I'll post my PO box down below and you can send me product for that. So yeah, it's very simple. Just let me know what your goal is and I will pick one lucky winner. So my final thoughts with regards to the set that I was sent. I mean, I'm speechless. I expected this to be a lot more complicated. And to be honest with you, I don't even see you having to go to the salon if you can just invest the time in yourself to do this. It really wasn't even that difficult. If you've never done nails before, it might be, but it just takes a little practice. Now the pros, there's a lot of pros. First off, the price point. You could get 4 liquids for like $17 on Amazon. You could get a whole kit of dipping powders for like a remarkable $36. You can order the dip base. You can order things separately, and I really think it's nicely priced. I love the color saturation. I was blown away by it. I did use 3 coats. You can use 2, but I felt more comfortable with the 3rd application. I also really loved the leveling of the dip base. Now this is like a medium viscosity when it comes to a dip base. So it's not thin or thick, it's right in the middle and it allows for a smooth application of your dipping powder. So you have less chances of clumping and making a mess. Now the powders are finely milled, so when you put your finger through, it's just a really solid, even application. The cons. Well, the smell is not pleasant, and that's to be expected of these types of dipping powders and systems. Acrylic nails, solution, I mean, it's not a pleasant smell. This is why I mostly don't work with acrylic nails. But I do absolutely love the system. Now, the opacity in the pink, it was a little wonky to begin with. It takes a little playing around, and it could have been me in the way that I applied the dip base. I really don't know. But after the 3rd application, it did work and evenly coat the nail. I will say that it did dry a little bit thicker than the yellow. So of course, fluorescent colors are always very difficult to make. So I understand that there's challenges even when you're applying them. So just keep that in mind. Those are the only cons. I absolutely love the system, and I would say that I would actually buy this myself. Remember, I have Bella20 as a discount code for you all. It is not an affiliate code with Double Dip. It is simply an added discount for you if you'd like to purchase your own kit. I thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I loved making this review. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If so, please make sure you give me a big thumbs up or pop a comment below, perhaps do both. If you're not yet subscribed, I invite you to do so down below. I thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.